should be streaming
Okay, hey, okay, hey. Dr. Chuck and Dr. AJ Smith present to you the Power Table Podcast, hosted by Dr. Chuck. And he's partnered with Dr. AJ Smith, broadcasting from Sherry's Executive Lounge. Powerful conversations. The Power Table Podcast is the vibe, y'all. Hey, it's the vibe. It's the vibe. Follow us at Power Table Podcast on all social media platforms. Yeah, hey, let's go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome to the Power Table Podcast. Hey, we here again, and my friend and colleague, Dr. Charles Lyler, he is away just doing his duty. He's not able to come in today, but you know what? I still found it to be very important for me to come in and talk about this subject today. This subject today, I'm telling you, is just go ahead and tighten up your seatbelts once again. You know what I said last time, and I wouldn't mind, and I don't think you would mind, for you to go ahead and get you a good stick right now, and get you some bourbon, because what we're gonna talk about today. It's going to be something big. So, let me go ahead and puff me some smoke right now, because you know what? I need it. So, what we're going to be talking about today is the whole ethnicity of the African American person in America. Let me go ahead and say that one more time. The ethnicity of the African American person in America. Now, we have been, we've been fighting. I mean, I can remember the 1968 Civil Rights bill that LBJ, which is President Johnson, he went on and signed into law. And we act like, okay, the fight is over. No, the fight is not over. We have a whole lot we have going on against us. We are still being segregated in different situations. We are still going through problems in our household. We are still trying to go ahead and find the equal balance with life, liberty, and justice. And we're really gonna go ahead and find some things out. In fact, so much so, and I really want you to pay attention to some of these things, because even people that we have empowered. This is the Power Table Podcast. And I want to go ahead and show you that we have people elected in power that are, here it is, dare I say it, powerless. There, think about it. Think about it. See, I'll put it like this. The diagnosis has came back, y'all. Society, in our society, our community that we live in, we are actually in a severe case of dyslexia, because we tend to be prone to looking at things backwards. Yeah. Make it make sense, y'all. We're looking at things backwards. How we shame victims and rationalize perpetrators. Wow. Think about this. I can see that it becomes difficult for the survivors to come forward, and people who really are going through something. It's hard for them to come forward, because guess what? They don't have a seat at the table. And we wonder why. How come somebody, even the average black person, can't come up and say, I have a problem, to somebody who supposedly has the power? Let me go ahead and show you something. Just recently in the news, let me go ahead and puff me on this stick, because this is getting me. Recently in the news, New Jersey Congresswoman LaMonica McIver, she has been charged by the DOJ with assault charges. against the ICE officers while they was inciting violence. I'm telling you, this is crazy, right? Here, my producers are here. Go to my iPad. Show this.
That was the moment outside of an immigration detention center in Newark where the Justice Department claims a Democratic Congresswoman, LaMonica McIver, assaulted a federal agent. She is strongly disputing the charges. Justice correspondent Scott McFarland is following this and joins us now. Scott, so what is the government saying?
And Naked Morning, we could see those charging documents as early as this morning in this case of 38-year-old LaMonica McIver, a first-term Democrat from New Jersey. The video from earlier this month outside the Delaney immigration facility shows the confrontation with federal agents, McIver, a couple other members of Congress, and Newark Mayor Ras Baraka. The group was there for a routine inspection of the facility, but after Baraka was arrested, the scuffle ensued. McIver calls this a purely political prosecution and says it was the agents who created an unnecessary and unsafe confrontation. The misdemeanor case against Baraka was dropped Monday by the U.S. attorney. She said for the sake of moving forward, but at the same time, the U.S. attorney announced this assault prosecution of McIver. The Department of Homeland Security argues the group stormed the gates and that no one is above the law, but Democrats are rallying behind McIver. Gail, they're saying this is an attempt by the Trump administration to intimidate members of Congress.
All right, Scott, thank you very much.
Okay, y'all. First of all I can just do is shake my head at this. This is America, right? We're supposed to be able to be the land of the free, right? But now we see even the people that we have elected in power are now being in a situation. Look, she was actually acting out in defense of the New York mayor. His name is Ras Baraka. Now, the thing is, they was just there trying to go ahead and conduct their regularly scheduled oversight over what ICE is doing. Now, this administration, I ain't gonna lie to you, this administration is really, putting us in some bad situations, some bad pickles. But you know what? We are supposed to be able to be so influential, as you saw in our last episode. We're supposed to be influential enough to be able to influence something like this, but it's not that way. See, Ras Baraka, he is the mayor of New York. Guess what? He was there doing his civic duty himself, going there to check up on the ICE incarcerated people. The people that has been, because, I know that administration is actually sending people out of the country. But he went on and checked on it because we still need oversight, right? How come he gets arrested? And then how come our congresswoman out of New Jersey, she gets charged with assault? I'm telling you, this is something that is crazy. This is what was supposed to happen, even from our founder fathers. Our founder fathers said, on 1776, they wanted to document it, and they said, hey, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. How come that is not the way it is? I'm going to go ahead and put some Bible on this because you know what? A lot of people really don't understand. How can this man smoking a cigar and drinking bourbon, amen, can now put some Bible on this? Well, I'm going to tell you just how I'm going to do it because you know what? I'm going to show you where we are in this thing. I'm going to the book of Psalms real fast. I just need to put this out here because a lot of people really don't know this. And I know you have to dust off that Bible that you have in your auntie's house. It's only open on Psalms 23, but let me go ahead and invite you to Psalms 83, okay? Because I want to go ahead and show you this, okay? It's verse 1. It says, keep not thou silent, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For thine enemies have made a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up their heads, and they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. I want to go ahead and pause there. For so long, we have been under the radar. We have been the ones that always been looked over. I'm talking about black people as a whole. It's for so many years that or someone be offered a job because of your race, you are looked over. How can we say that what the founding fathers said? We find it self-evident that all men are created equal. Here it is. Let's find out what else they said. That they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We can't pursue happiness if we're not at the table. We can't pursue happiness if this is what we're trying to experience in our life. Come on, we got to do better than this. So let me go back to something I was trying to share with you earlier. We actually categorize things, I'm about to say it, clutch your pearls, ourselves. We really want to go ahead and be at the table? Well, we got to do some self-examination. What we do? We sit up here and we prioritize appearance. We categorize clothes. We maximize power dynamics. Yeah. And guess what? We do it all earshot of our daughters. We do it all right there in front of our sons. And guess what? They don't have no say in what's going on because all they're going to do is regurgitate the same thing that we've been giving them. How can we invite them to the table if we're already putting them in a place where they have to be under the table? That's not the way it's supposed to be. I'm gonna go ahead and go to another situation. I really want you to really pay attention to this. And I am in no wise, an expert in what goes on in courtrooms. But social media is being split about Cassie's mindset right now. It exposes generations of dysfunction. Now look at Cassie's mindset, okay? It is really not mine to argue the ramifications on this Diddy case. But how come in Cassie's mother's testimony that she went on and had a home equity loan for $20,000 to give to a certified billionaire, Sean Puffy Combs, to try to keep her daughter from suffering from embarrassment. 2 sex tapes is what it was. How can we call ourselves to be a powerful people if we keep putting ourselves under the same situation? You heard me say it before. I'm going to say it again. Make it make sense. It can't make sense for that. So think about this. Her mother did whatever she had to do to pay for her daughter not to feel this thing called shame. Boy. Let me tell you about this thing called shame, and this is one, and I really want you to pay attention to this because this is what's going on in our society today. Our society today, as black people in America, we have endowed ourselves with this thing called shame, so much so as it's ridiculous. Let me give you some things about shame that you need to know. Shame will make you prosecute yourself. Yeah, think about it. It'll make you prosecute your own problems. It will convince you that you're broken. Shame, ladies and gentlemen, will condemn your own decisions. And I really want everybody to have the understanding about this because, they say it's not fair, it's not okay, it's not something. I'm wanting to let you know what you need to do so you can get at the table, so you can be in a situation where you can make decisions. Here it is for yourself, for your family, for your community, for everything that's around you. In order for you to do that, you have to get rid of this thing called shame. Guess what? Shame will go ahead and do this. I want you to I got to give it to you. And please, record this for your own situations right now because I can't afford you to miss this. I'm going to give you the difference between guilt and shame. Guilt is I feel bad for what I did. And I know I'm doing this by myself. It's supposed to be a conversation, but I'm by myself. I can go ahead and tell you about it. Guilt is telling yourself, I feel bad about what I did. But shame, and this is what we as black people are under. It will make you feel like you are what you've done. It's hard to think about. You're telling yourself, I'm a monster. You're telling yourself, I'm the worst. I'm the imposter. But you're not looking at what's going on. You're internalizing what somebody else thinks about you. Wow. How do we do this? How do we do this? I know Kyrie, he's my producer, y'all. And shout out to is it Kansas City? What's it, Kansas City Network? Oh, KCMO TV. Hey, I want to give a shout out to KCMO TV. They are doing a wonderful job. I really appreciate them. I also, want to go ahead and give a shout out to this great place that I'm shooting at right now, Sherry's Executive Lounge. I see Naoma here. She's the what you call that? The artist in residence. She's here. So, we having a good time here at Sherry's. But I want to go ahead and let you know something about this thing called shame. We get shamed over the most trivial situations, and we wonder why we're not at the table. We wonder why we're not counted as equal. Here it is. I really want you to see this. When you was an adolescent, you were shamed about the acne that was on your face. Yeah. I'm telling you just where you are. You was shamed here. I hear this about the brand of tennis shoes that you was wearing when you was a teenager. Unemployment as an adult. I'm not leaving the ladies out. Yeah, you were shamed about that weight gain that you had. There I said it, brothers, I'm not leaving you alone either. You got shamed because of the erectile dysfunction that you're feeling right now. You're single, but you successful. What kind of oxymoron situation is that? I'm divorced after being a role model? Yeah, I'm talking about myself. It's crazy, right? Here's one. I know. And you put yourself under the bus because of it. You went to the restaurant and you had a good dinner and everything, and then when came time for you to pay the bill, now your credit card declines. And you are internalizing all those feelings, and all those feelings will turn around and put you in a situation where you can't understand, why am I not equal with anyone? Let me give you all the news flash. Everybody goes through it. Not just you. This is something that everyone goes through. See, Brené Brown, I've been paying attention to her lately. She was on the Oprah Winfrey network not too long ago. But Brené Brown, she went on and gave us a good definition. She said shame derives its power from unspeakable things. Things that you are reticent to say out loud. I want to encourage everybody that's watching me right now. Check this out. Whatever it is, say it out loud. Let it go. You want to be at the table? You want to go ahead and feel this power? You want equality in America? Say it out loud. I ain't saying be like Jesse Jackson and go get a rally somewhere. But I'm saying say it out loud. I don't want nobody to actually feel like they're less than anyone else. There's too many things that is going on that we need you for. You have your special gift. You have your special talent. I don't know what it is. You may be somebody that can cook well. You may be somebody that is able to talk. But we are looking at all these things and we're trying to figure out how am I going to really expand my self-worth. And if I don't do that, you would never have a seat at the table. I want to go ahead and do something different. I'm going to shift a little bit because you know what? I want to go ahead and put you on this whole relationship tip too, because I've been noticing something here. I really want to go ahead and put this out here. How is it that out of all the shame and all the despair, all the levels of dropping in our self-worth, that we actually date according to our own brokenness? Ooh, did I say something out loud? How come we're trying to go ahead and find somebody who is at the same level that we are, or here it is, beneath where we are? And we can't even figure out how come Joe Blow is over there dragging down our credit. Joe Blow is over there riding in our car, picking up some other chick. Because you have put yourself in that situation. You got to understand that you, here it is, you're more than a conqueror. Greater is he that's in me, that's in the world. You got to put those things in your mind. Yeah, I know I'm talking about being black in America. But in order for you to be able to find yourself to be somebody of prominence, here it is, go for your goals. Yeah. Starting that new nonprofit. Getting your business off the ground, fixing your own credit. In order for you to start doing that, you got to start looking at yourself like, I am somebody. I know you're watching me on a podcast, but you can say it to yourself. Just say it one time. I am somebody. Yeah, you can go ahead and tweet that. I am somebody. Sometimes you got to go ahead and sit in the car. You know I'm talking to the ladies right now. You got to get in the car and you got to turn that mirror to yourself and just tell yourself, I'm going to get it together, boo. I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get it right today. And I just really want to go ahead and just encourage everybody because, being black in America is not just something that is simple. It is not something that, we can just say, oh, I can wake up and just do. You have to prepare yourself for this. Every day is a challenge. I don't care if you're just around your family. I don't care if you want to go ahead and go to your regular job. I don't care if you're going to be around corporate America. You have to mentally put yourself in the place to state, I am going to make it today, and I'm going to make a change in somebody's life. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Power Table Podcast. I want to give you some tips, some things that's going to help you make it in this society, some ways that you can go ahead and do what you want to do and make some things happen. In fact, the next time we come on, we're going to go ahead and talk about sex in the black community. We really want to go ahead and deal with that because sex is, it's driving our community. And being black in America has a driving force, and that's sex in America, sex in our community, right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for tuning in on this podcast. I know it's short, but I'm glad you got something from it. I'm Dr. Al. See you next time.